What to do when you're wrongfully accused of child abuse. The first thing above all other things is to make sure the child is safe. Do everything possible to make sure that the child is in a protected environment, that the child is safe, that the child, whatever reason the child made a false allegation against you, you need to remove yourself from the situation and make sure the child is safe. That's contrary to what you would normally feel if wrongfully accused of a crime, especially a crime of child abuse. You certainly would feel like you've been wronged, and you have been wronged. But take into consideration, this is a child we're dealing with, especially if it's a very young child. And we don't know why children at very young ages do certain things. We don't know why they make false allegations, but they do, and they happen all the time. The main thing is you just have to remove yourself from the situation and let time pass. And as time passes, through therapy and in other ways, you may get to the bottom of why the child would have made a false allegation. Those issues can be fleshed out during a course of treatment, therapy, but it takes time. And so in the immediate aftermath of a false allegation of child abuse, you need to make sure the child is safe, and you need to remove yourself from the situation. Once you do that, you need to talk to an attorney immediately. You've got two separate legal issues that you're going to be dealing with. The first is a criminal prosecution for child abuse. You need a lawyer who knows and has a lot of experience in defending those allegations in criminal court. You also have a Department of Social Services investigation, which is in family court, and that is a separate legal issue. You'll need a lawyer who knows and has experience handling those types of cases as well. Either way, you need to get a lawyer immediately because you have to establish certain defenses. Now, while the child has said this, you need to make sure your lawyer knows where you were during the time of the false allegation and any other information that would help them defend you against the false allegation. Once you get a lawyer, you're probably going to have to find an alternative place to live. If this child is in your household, you're just going to have to do that. That's part of these false allegation cases in child abuse. That's just something you're going to have to do. It's a temporary situation. Keep that in mind. It is not permanent. But if you don't do this, it is likely that there will be another false allegation if you're still living under the same roof. And again, it's temporary. What is permanent is if you get convicted of one of these crimes based on a false allegation. That is a permanent thing that will remain on your record or result in your incarceration. So the temporary inconvenience of moving outside of the house is worth it when you consider the permanent result of being convicted of one of these child abuse allegations.